So yes, and you got to be careful even with action, okay? Because at the end of the day, let's be clear, you have people who mask. So what I mean by that is eventually that mask falls off. I believe, and I think this is just wisdom, you got to let time reveal. So you can spend time observing or you can get in the mud, you know what I'm saying? But even then, it's like it's really hard for you to decipher what's happening in the picture when you're in it. It's a lot easier when you are outside of the picture, you know what I'm saying? When you're the frame, if you will. So yeah, actions do speak louder than words, but let's be even more, say, wise, if you will. And let's add to that, and time reveals all. Because ultimately, and this is something, oh my God, no judgment. Hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand. So, say astrologically, right? According to the celestial body, right? I'm a Libra. And one thing that we're known for is we can say like jump head into something, and then when we get in it, we be like, I don't like this, and we'll pull back, right? So that's why for me now, just maturing, right? Spiritual maturity, spiritual growth. It's like take your time entering into anything, because even that, right? Actions speak louder than words. You be like, okay, well, it seems like this person, and we're just talking like, let's use relationships, for example. It seems like this person is interested, or it seems like this person is open. It seems like this person, and it's like, you don't really know that to be true either. Because at times, perhaps you're not even really considering anything more than, or let me say it another way, like your perception of a thing is different than the other person's. Like we're all living in different realities. We all have different ideals, different concepts, different beliefs, different narratives that we paint for ourselves. So when you think about that, okay, two different realities, anybody that you are encountering, you're dealing with two different realities. You're dealing with two different moral scopes. You're dealing with two different ideologies. You're dealing with two different worlds, okay? It's like two worlds colliding, if you will, right? So if you think that everyone thinks like you, if you think that everyone moves like you, if you think that everyone is like you, you're already deceiving yourself. You get what I mean? So for you to just say, okay, well, your actions speak louder than words, yeah, and time reveals all. Add to that. Because one of the things I've had to work on, let me put it that way, one of the things I've had to work on is slowing down in any kind of interactions with anybody, because I'm a very charming person, and it's not because I'm trying to be charming, it's not because I'm trying to be friendly, it's just I know how to have a conversation. I'm a conversationalist, and I have to face it, people see conversation as flirtation. So here I am having a conversation with somebody, and that person can be reading that as, oh, she's interested. Her actions and her body language say that she likes me. You know what I'm saying? Or that this is an invitation into her world. And that's not true at all. I'm just conversing because I like talking to people. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I have to be careful who I talk to. But the other person on the end of that could easily be like, oh my God, this person is interested in me, or this person likes me, or we're friends, or, you know what I'm saying? And this is one of the reasons why I mentioned even me being a Libra, is because Libras get a bad rep for this. You know what I'm saying? They talk about us being flirtatious. They talk about us being friendly. And it's like, actually, I'm just being myself and having a good conversation, and you're being mentally stimulated, and you have to acknowledge that that's something that you're attracted to, and instead of projecting and saying that I'm attracted to you. You get what I'm saying? So yes, actions speak louder than words, and time reveals all. Because just because somebody shows up a certain way doesn't mean that that's actually who they are, or that the interpretation is the same. That person may, in your mind, come off as they're interested, or like they're loving, or they're kind, or they're friendly and all this other stuff. And on the other side of that, according to their moral scope, according to their principle, according to their belief system, they are, possibly the opposite, or they don't have any emotion or any feeling connected to the things that they're doing. They're not, you know what I'm saying? They're not reading into it like you're reading into it, right? Like, okay. The irony. I will say this is another reason why clarity is so important, and we're speaking about discernment, because baby, ask questions, okay? When you want to know something, baby, ask questions. You gotta ask questions. Your best bet is to ask questions. You understand? Because obviously it's white or black at that point. You know what I mean? Is you or ain't you? You know what I'm saying? What is you and what is you ain't? Okay? Because